Hey everyone, what's up? Yes, Jeannie, I do have a channel. It's relatively new still, so it's okay that you haven't found it till now. But I have a channel. I'm still deciding what exactly I want to be on it. But it's a work in progress. Hi, Key. What's up? So, how's everybody doing? How's 2020? Wow, that does not roll off my tongue yet. How has 2020 been for you so far? For me, it's been honestly, it's been okay. It's only been 6 days, right? Yeah, 6. Okay, and I've been kind of pretty busy actually. I've been working on my card game, which I've been trying to turn into a real full business thing. And I finally managed to get my hands on a prototype. See, I printed 60 prototypes last year due to popular demand, which was also a lot of fun. And then I left my copy in Israel because it was kind of heavy and I just didn't really have room for it in my suitcase. So I remembered I was, going to look for someone from Israel who was coming to the States soon who could bring me a copy. And then I remembered that somebody in Western Massachusetts had bought one last year, and her kids were actually at my mom's house for Passover, so they had a copy. So I borrowed my own game from someone I sold it to last year. And I got to take promo photos. Very exciting. Oh, wait, no, that's not the exciting back. Here, this is the exciting back. This is the one people like. Are you ready for this? Yep, that is matzah. So, and I've been so obsessed with the business end of this, trying to produce it, get a Kickstarter, making promotional materials, getting quotes from printers, that I woke up one morning and I thought of what Neil Gaiman said about how he had become a person who professionally replied to email and wrote as a hobby. So I realized I need to cut back on how much time I'm putting into this and not forget here that my goal is to be a creative person. That is the stuff that keeps me going. That's the stuff that keeps me breathing. So on this stream, I'd like to take a break from my really awesome Seder game and actually go back to my writing, which I have totally neglected ever since I finished my first draft. So that's what's up with me. Okay, now what is up with you guys? Let's see. Going a bit slow, hoping to pick up speed this week. Okay, yeah, I mean, it sort of started on a weird kind of, there was like New Year's, and then there was sort of one day, and then there was a weekend. So there wasn't really time for get any momentum going. But yeah, now we've got a proper first work day or whatever. So yeah, that's that. And wow, thanks everybody for liking the stream. I'm opening up my timer now, and this would be a good time to open up your documents, take a look, see if you can figure out, where you left off, find that, get back into the zone, sort of remember what you were even talking about at all. So my writing has there are two directions I can go in tonight, and I haven't quite decided yet actually which one I want to do. And I can either edit my first draft or I can start writing my second book, which I would like to do because I'd like to publish the first book and I would like to have the second one drafted before the first one comes out, because that seems to be a thing people say is a good idea. And I have got ideas. I wrote down all sorts of, I have written down ideas about it. Just, I haven't actually written any text in it yet. So, and I don't have an outline yet. I'm not really sure. There are a lot of things that still need to develop a little bit more in the world before I can really get my before I can really, get a sense of what the plot even is in book 2, because I have ideas, I have concepts that I want to explore, but I don't really have a storyline. And I think that's because this is so me, okay? I spent 10 years developing this world and writing this book, and which is the first draft, right, of my first book. And I built this whole world and I made all these rules, and the second I made the rules, I broke them. It's like, yes, demons are naturally unfaithful. Oh, but this one main character is a demon who is extremely faithful, extremely loyal. Okay. Witches cannot get sick and they can only die of old age, except here in the prologue, I have this one witch who is dying of a mysterious illness. So, and I think that what my main characters in my first book do is, what the whole, the general line, the biggest motivator that drives the plot is that they're trying to be able to do that one thing that relates to their magical powers that they don't have access to. So they have all these powers they can do. They can read minds. They can just control the weather. They can, I don't know, whatever. The witches have witchcraft. The demons have their stuff. And then there's one thing they can't do. And in the first book, that's make rain. There are demons who have power over the weather, and they cannot make the rain. And the first book is all about them getting past that barrier. But the second book is going to focus on a different type of demon. And so I haven't developed those their powers quite yet to the point where I haven't yet figured out what is the thing they're trying to do. Leto has amazing, vast powers. He can manipulate anything. He can, read electromagnetic waves by touching the wall. I don't know. He's got crazy powers. What is the thing he can't do that he has to do, that he really wants to do, and he's gonna, bend heaven and earth in order to get there? So that's what I have to figure out. And in order to do that, I have to explore the characters more. I have to explore his magic more. And there's another really awesome character I'm going to bring in, which I'm not going to tell you about because it's a spoiler, but it's really awesome. And yeah, so the problem is that's a little bit intimidating. And I also have to edit book 1 because I want to do one round of edits before it goes out to betas. So I don't know which one I'm going to do tonight. Wait, mudding through, not a happy year so far. Mom's given up and stopped eating. This is your mother, right in between times and taking care of her. Well, okay, Key, that's really difficult. My heart's with you. I'm sure you've got the strength to get through it, though, because, you know, from what I hear you say, popping in here and there, it seems like, you know, you have got this handled. Although I do also know from being in difficult situations that sometimes that's not a very comforting thing to hear. Sometimes you're just like, fuck it, can I just have a fucking break? You know, I don't want to be strong. I want to be tired. So I just wish you the best of everything, you know? Please, I hope that whatever happens, I hope that everyone turns out okay. Dang. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. It's terrifying and it's painful and it's just, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's really tough. What makes him imperfect? Is this my demon? Are you asking about Leto? Thank you. Thanks, Jeannie. So what makes him imperfect? Well, he has, I mean, he's got imperfections that are, you know, just human imperfections. I'm not sure, I just don't really know yet. Oh, whoops. Okay. Yeah, see, I thought so. I thought you were. Okay. Yes. I don't know. I mean, he goes through a lot of transformations in the first book where he's kind of, we are, by the way, going to do a sprint soon. I'm just talking. So how about at, you know what? It's the 45. Let's do a sprint. Okay. Let's just do a sprint. Mid-sentence, then I'll tell you about Leto. Okay. So on your mark, get set, go. Oh no! I was so funny. But you're right, I forgot. Okay. Anyway, I was very excited about my fuzzy hoodie. That was all I was talking about. And I said that we're gonna do the writing sprint as in still silent? I'm not silent now. Am I? Is it better? Okay. We're gonna do I was gonna do Assassin's Creed cosplay, but I couldn't see the screen that way. Tell me it's better now. Is it better now? Can you hear? Can you hear me? My whatever. Okay. Yes. All right. Wonderful. So anyway, I started writing the exposition scene of book 2, which is really awesome and really exciting to write because it takes place in a power out. Hey, everybody who joined. Hi. Let's see who joined. We have Key and Jeannie were here before. Help me pronounce your name. Jeannie? Jean? Jeanne? I'm trying. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Elizabeth Fairfax. Do I know you? Is this your first time here? Well, welcome to Writing Sprints and Occasional Ramblings about things. Who else is here? Aphrodite. Hello. Eva. Hello. Yeah, there's Blay. Yeah, that's old news. Wow, so many people. Oh my gosh. Hi, Steven. Do you have a I'm sorry then. I'm sorry. I have no excuse then for why I don't. Unless you have a new name or something, because you don't have a picture, so I can't tell who you are, but if I just forgot you, I'm sorry. And I'll try to do better. That's okay. We haven't been on for very long. We just did one sprint. Okay. So, one thing about the sprints though is I have a timer going in the background in between them because I can rant about stuff without paying any attention to the time. And sometimes I like to actually be productive. So it's a bit of a tight ship here sometimes. So how did everybody do, whoever was writing in the sprint? And wow, there are 9 people watching. Wow, this is really big. Did you guys see my video? Oh, wow. Okay. I'm a mommy with 3 little boys, write historical Regency romances. Ooh, interesting. Wow, awesome. And where on the planet, I'm assuming you live on Earth, so where on the planet are you joining us from? We can end sentences with prepositions now. I saw that on the internet, and if it's on the internet, it was true, so it's okay to do that now. Yeah, this is just my stream is always at this time, so Monday nights 8:30. This is the time that I have my stream. You can add that to your whatever, your consciousness in which you remember stuff. I don't have one of those, by the way. It's Google Calendar all the way. Hey, I have my my grandmother from my dad's side lives in Marin County, along with my aunt and cousin, and at least one cousin. I think the other ones are maybe already out of the house. But so, fun fact, I have some family around that area. Whoa, dang. So you're very close, Key. Come on, push it. You got this. Saw my post in the group. Okay, great, awesome. I have no idea if I'll get notifications of that person. I haven't watched in 3 months. Just posted a video. Lol. Yeah. Well, okay. So the thing is that I used to always try, it was one of these guidelines that I used to really try hard to, always, never end a sentence with a preposition. And just sometimes it felt so awkward to reword it in a way that the preposition was not at the end. It just, and I was just like, this reads as really forced. And I don't want my writing to sound forced. I don't want it to be hard to swallow, So I started doing it anyway, occasionally, here and there. And I'm glad that the gods of the internet seem to have my back on that. So yeah, I mean, there are times, right? There are times when a time for flow, a time for grammar. Right? Okay, look at that. It's like intuitive. Okay. So time for another sprint. I'll give you all a minute to collect your thoughts and ice cream man. And open your documents and set up your timers if you're me. On your mark. Everybody ready to write? Yes. All right. Yeah. I agree. Well, dialogue's a different story because you also have a person's style of speech, as well as you want it to sound the way people talk, which is definitely not adhering to strict grammar rules. So yeah. Okay, we're starting a sprint now. Oh, I forgot to turn off the banner last time. Anyway, on your mark, get set, go. Of course, I have to stoke the fire again, which is how I started the last sprint. Time's up, everybody. I did 21 words. I was writing and then I don't know, I just got pulled out of the story and I didn't feel like writing and I wanted to go and design my business card and I did that for a little bit and then I needed to go give Nana some attention. So 21 words. Nice, Eva. Is that not including all the words in the chat? I'm just kidding. Sort of, mostly. Cooking dinner is good and important. It's important. That's how we eat. That's how we stay alive. Oh. $211, but it included deleting a paragraph and rewriting, so probably more. Yeah, good. Right. Designing teas, nice. That sounds awesome. Right. So I'm in a bit of a weird. Damn! Whoa! For the win. I mean, unless you were like writing one word a page, in which case that doesn't count. Okay, it does, but you know. Nice job. I'm in a bit of a weird place right now. I've got all these new moral dilemmas that are coming up that like I haven't new things that questions I've never been asked before, questions I have never asked myself before that just have to do with my new situation here, which is that basically one of the reasons I came to the States, I'm working on it. One of the reasons I came to the States was to keep Nana company. And right now she is in a lot of pain. She has a bad back and it hurts her a lot. Like if she carries something heavy or she, bends over and does something or if she turns over in bed, that really hurts her. And also her short-term memory is not very good. So what'll happen is, she like I'm sitting here in the living room, which is 2 rooms away from where her bedroom is, and I can hear her door's open. She's watching TV. I can hear her rolling over in bed and like moaning from the pain, and so she has these thingies that sort of help for the pain, and so I'll go in there and I'll say, hey, does your back hurt? And she says, no, I'm fine. And I think there's a part of me that thinks that she just doesn't remember that her back hurt a second ago. And like, I don't know. And I don't know what to do, because I can't, on the one hand, I don't want to, if what I need to do is push her to take painkillers or whatever, take the things that help, that ease the pain a little bit, that's fine. But she's resistant to it. But like, okay, I'll do what I got to do. I'll push them on her and whatever I'll push. I'm tough. I can do that. But the other part of me is just wants to believe her when she says she's fine. because I don't want to be one of those people that doesn't believe a woman who's saying something about her body. I feel like if I sit there and I tell her, no, you're not fine, I don't know, is that me saying is it me making her aware of what's going on, or is it gaslighting? I don't know. Yeah, well, the thing is, she says they don't help. Yeah. Ugh, the socks in the microwave, I really don't like them. They're just not, they stay warm for like 10 minutes and then they're gone. I love hot water bottles. She just says they don't help. Yeah, my gut is conflicted. That's the problem here, Yeah, also, ugh, gross. So gross. Yeah, that's part of the reason why I'm here. I also was here because I just was not in good enough physical shape to have a conventional job back in Israel. And here, it's a really, I came here for a less stressful environment, which it is. Okay, let me tell you. Turns out it's a little bit stressful to live in the Middle East. And Western Mass, the Pioneer Valley, the woke, sleepy Pioneer Valley is very chill compared to the hot-headed Middle East. And I get to live for free, no rent. That's awesome. And I just, I want to do what's right and be true to my values. And I right now, there are just two of them, one is, I believe that, we shouldn't just take agency away from the elderly, let them have it as long as they can. And we shouldn't just trump their decisions or, I don't know. I think she is used to it. I honestly think she is. And, and that's, so she doesn't realize how much it certainly sounds like it hurts, but I go in there and she says, no, I'm not, I was just making noises. And I'm like, what do you mean you were just making noises? What could possibly have prompted you to make these noises? When I yawn. Okay, so is that your story? You're saying you yawned? Yes. I feel like a cop. Is this your alibi? You were yawning. No, sir. I was not in pain. I was yawning. Anyway, so this is another option, right? Yeah. This might be what I have to do. The thing is, I tested this on myself the other day. Last week, I baked muffins. I baked blueberry muffins for our neighbors, and I took a couple of mini muffins and I put some CBD candies into them. I do say this. I do. Anyway, I put some of the CBD candies into them and I tried them on myself, and I could definitely tell, but then again, I knew the stuff was in it. So I don't know. I could really feel it in my body though. So anyway, I don't want to, at the end of the day, it is her body. And if she doesn't want to I don't think I'm at the stage yet where I'm going to force it on her. So, it's just an in-between. It's just not at the extreme yet. That's why the decision is tough. If it was an extreme situation, I would go to extremes, but it's not, Thank you. I do hope so. Okay. Are we ready for another sprint? What do you guys think? Sprint? Yes? No? Yes. I think so, because I didn't get a lot of words in last sprint, and I would like to get back into that scene that I was writing with the power out and the rain. It's dramatic. It introduces a new character. It's going to be really cool. Just I haven't been quite as connected. Nice. Jeannie's ready. Jeannie. Okay. Right. And then comes the thing about the memory. Which is that even though I have to explain this like every single time. Okay. Oh, I am sorry. Feel better. Feel better. Sei gesund. Thank you. Yes, I agree with this. Okay. On your mark. Get set. Right. Time's up. How did everybody do? I wrote 27 words, which is, if you're paying attention, you'll know that that is 6 words more than last time. Oh, my fire is going out. Hi. Tell me how you did. In the meantime, I gotta get that fire going again. Whoa! Oh, hey, Yazza. What's up? 284 words. Nice. 293. Y'all are killing it. I just don't. I don't have it tonight. I haven't written in a while, and this is what happens when you take a big break, is you just aren't, the pipes get clogged. It's not that I didn't know this would happen. It's just that I suddenly got really excited by this other project, which, by the way, is extremely exciting. I just want to show you one thing, which is I have a brand new logo for my card game business, courtesy of our very own Alec Extra Williams. And there it is. Isn't it gorgeous? You really did a fantastic job. Super happy with that. So yeah, it's so pretty. I like it. And I was really excited about it. So I'm really excited about this, and it's really, I've been really distracted with this, which is why I have totally abandoned, not abandoned, just neglected, really just neglected my writing. I'm getting cold, so I need to stoke the fire. So in the meantime, here's my question to you. Let me know. Just not interested. Okay. Right? Ooh, nice. Yes. Half-elf high priest who is a complete... Okay. Yeah, so the thing is... Wait, now where's my question? Let me get that back. Because I have been working with these characters that I'm writing. I've kind of known them for kind of a really long time. And at first I thought, I mean, they kind of grew into new roles over the years. It's funny, but it was supposed to be, I mean, there's Kiero and Eden, who were always protagonists, and then there's Amalia, who I thought was a protagonist until very recently, when I just woke up one day and I'm like, oh my god, Amalia's an antagonist. Whoa. And then there's Leto, who is definitely both. In the way that, you know, I love him so much, I'm rooting for him, but his role in the story is absolutely to fuck shit up for the other characters. I mean, there is no getting around that. So, I mean, but he's not an asshole, you know? I mean, he's just, well, he struggles. He struggles with who he is. Key, you were asking about Leto before, about what his weaknesses are. And this is one of the things, is that he's not, he's conflicted about who he is. He is, and that's one of the things I love about him the most, and one of the things I think makes him relatable, is how much he struggles with his natural disposition and his instincts, and how, you know, he has to fight himself a lot for how he wants to react in a certain situation, but then he also kind of knows will have a negative impact on whatever he's trying to achieve, and both of those things, you know, he doesn't want to, he doesn't like fighting the instinct, you know, which is definitely coming from, you know, deep inside me. But he also wants to be a good guy. He wants to be a good guy, and he wants to do the right thing, and he just often finds that it's stupid hard to do that. And that's one of the reasons I love him so much. And so his weaknesses are that he's impulsive, and he tends to, I don't want to say distrust. I don't think that's it. I don't think he has trust issues. He just has a tendency to believe and expect the worst in people, which comes from experience, life, and knowledge of himself, and how deeply he is immersed in a community of demons who are constantly living up to those expectations. Hey Stewie, what's up? So yeah, we're answering this awesome question. Yeah, so I mean, it's weird because I also think it depends on who's telling the story, and I have 4 points of view, and Leto is one of them. And so on the one hand, of course, he's the protagonist in his own story, but in a way, he's also he also sort of is he's, I don't know. The truth is, he's just both. There's just no getting around it. Yeah. So that's Leto. And he has awesome powers, and I'm definitely I'm definitely trying to explore them a little bit more and get down to get a better sense of exactly how they work, so I can reach that point that I was talking about earlier about what is the ultimate thing he is not able right now to do with his powers, which he is going to move heaven and earth to be able to do, which will give me the plot of the second book. Main character Isoite? How do you pronounce that? From my Left But Not Forgotten series is a protagonist and antagonist, plus some of the rulers in Metagore could be classified that way as well, depending on whose POV is found. Exactly. It depends on who's telling the story. It depends on if, the story is for, who you're rooting for, which depends on who's talking. Okay. All right. I think it's time for another sprint. I don't know what I think I'm going to get done. I really just don't have it. Esaute. Okay. Or E? Esaute. Ah. Yeah, I know, right? It's a tough one. I think what I do is I use words. So, like, when I want to explain to people, how do you pronounce Amalia? Here, let me show you guys. Amalia. This is what I write. Like, I try to, and if there's a syllable that's, and where the capitalized one is where the emphasis goes, because they go, is it Amalia or Amalia? It's Amalia. So then if there's one that's not clear, like, for example, I have a character whose name is Marcon, spelled like this, and when you don't know how to pronounce that O, I'll put like con as in con man, like that. And I really think I think that one of the things I want to do in when I publish my book is include a pronunciation key for characters' names and names of places. Okay, there we go. Isate. Right? The A there at the end looks like I captain. So it could be, you should write like A as in day, or maybe just AY without the E at the end. Isate. Yeah. Right. Okay. Let's look at the logo Alec designed for me another minute. Okay, look how beautiful that thing is. Oh my gosh. Okay. And now let's go back to the timer. And let's do another sprint. Okay. Ready to write? Wow, so many people. This is really fun. Okay. I'm setting up my timer in Focus Writer, 20 minutes. On your mark, get set, write. Time's up. I wrote 0 words. But I did kind of get a cool design for my business card, although I'm still working on it. Just because I want to have something that I can hand out to people when I talk about the game, and, you know, I want to have something to give to them so then they can find me online. And I think I got a good design. So there's that. I guess I just kind of let go of the notion that I was going to really get into my writing at this point. I'll get back into it. I'm just really like hyper focused on getting this Kickstarter up. And I've written 229 words today, and that is more than 0. So, oh, whoa, what? Excuse me. Okay, thank you. Hey, nice, good job. Yes, I do know what I am saying here. 46 words and edited 4 pages. Okay, at first I was like 46 words, hey, cool, and then I read the rest, which says and edited 4 pages, which is impressive. That's not bad. That's a lot of work. Okay. All right. One quick final word about what this thing is that I'm going crazy over. So we all saw Alex's beautiful logo design, right? Let's just look at that. Just appreciate that for a minute, okay? It was a little bit tough because we had to kind of work on what exactly that face should look like on the card, because chutzpah is a very specific thing, and it's not really a face, you know. It's not really one specific face, you know. It's not mischief. It's like, how do you what expression would you put on a face that expresses sass, you know? I don't know. Anyway, but we went for the reaction to the chutzpah, which is what I'm going for. So that's fun. I got a promotional video out, and I finally got my hands on a prototype. Did I show you that? Here. Whoa. Sorry if I'm making you all nauseous. Sorry. This is my prototype. It did not come in a box last year. It just came in a rubber band. There are question cards and answer cards. Let me get rid of that. There are 300 answer cards and 306 answer cards and 44 question cards in the core game, and then expansions on the way. Basically, it works like the apples to apples, only with questions, right? But it's family friendly, so it is not, in fact, a Passover version of Cards Against Humanity, because Cards Against Humanity implies the against humanity part, and that is not a part of this game, because Passover Seders are just, they're always little kids at them. It's a big part of the tradition. So you pick a card, right? Pick a question card. And there is a word for this key. It's in Yiddish / German, Schadenfreude. That there is a word. And in Hebrew, Simcha La'ed, which means joy in suffering, kind of. Yeah. So we do have words for that. Anyway. So you pick a question card. You draw a question card. And the question says, what's so urgent you can't even let the bread rise? Okay, and then everybody is holding these fancy matzah-backed cards in their hand. And they've got like 7 answer cards each, okay? And everyone picks their favorite, whatever, their favorite question, their favorite answer, what they think is the funniest. And then one person is the judge. Judge picks up the cards and goes and reads them out. Okay, so what's so urgent you can't even let the bread rise? Falling asleep at the table. This is an inherently Passover Seder thing. Hiding the afikomen and then passing out. So I don't know how much you guys know about Passover, but the afikomen is a part of the Passover ritual, which is kind of ridiculous and also incredibly important. Meaning there's this part where, we like hide it and then it's fun for the kids to look for it, except the problem is traditionally you cannot finish your Passover Seder unless you have this thing. So if a 5-year-old, for example, and this is completely theoretical, definitely did not happen at my Seder in 2017, hides the afikomen in a very, very clever place, for example, in between Harry Potter books, and then falls asleep from a sugar coma, and the grown-ups have to spend I don't even know how much time looking for it. That can be a challenge to the Passover Seder. Anyway, that's why that card is funny. What's so urgent you can't even let the bread rise? That 4th cup of wine. We drink 4 cups of wine at the Passover Seder. A kid asking about grown-up stuff. So this card and the hiding the afikomen and passing out, these 2 cards were inspired by a very precocious 5-year-old who was at my Seder in 2017. And so she hid the afikomen in a very clever place and then passed out from a sugar coma because she had like 20 gummy candies. And then before she passed out, we were discussing the deeply corrupt culture of ancient Egypt, which is another card in there. And suddenly this little tiny kid pipes up, "What's child sacrifice?" Hence this card. So yeah, I made a promotional video, which is on my channel. It's 1.5 minutes long. Let me see if I can link it to you now. Here it is. And I am launching a Kickstarter next week or I guess that's the 16th is in 10 days. I'm launching a Kickstarter very soon to get this game printed in the USA because we only did the prototype print in Israel. And there were a lot of people who wanted to get the printed version in the USA, but I wasn't going to organize international shipping because I was not prepared for that. I was just going to print one but I ended up printing 60. So this is what I'm excited about. Just, wanted to share. And if you feel like following the Facebook page or whatever, then that's really awesome. And I'm sure you'll hear more about it from me when the Kickstarter launches. It's super exciting. Also, I did write all of these cards. I did spend hours with my Google Doc open, staring into the abyss, thinking up ideas for cards that were funny and related to Passover. So I do see that I'm losing viewers, and that's okay because the stream, because the write-in is officially over. So yeah, I don't think we're gonna do another sprint now. Anyway, small cousin asked why transporting bodies across state lines without a permit was illegal when cars and trains did it all the time. We had to explain that the bodies were dead. Yeah. Yep. It's a real thing. So yeah, that's my game. I think it's really good. I think it's going to do really well. But that doesn't mean it's not a little bit stressful getting price quotes from all the companies and trying to find one that will print it at a reasonable price. And I think I found one, but now there's, getting the Kickstarter up in time, hoping that I get enough people to back it so that I actually get the money so I can actually do the print. It's a whole thing. So good luck to me, and thank you to everyone who joined me for this write-in. Even though I was not as productive as I would like to have been, but that's okay. I'm sure I'll get back into it. I'm sure it'll come back. And I hope everybody has a nice rest of their evening / night / morning, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Okay, so watch the promo video because it's really awesome, and I spent like 10 hours editing it, so it looks so cool. So please do watch that video and give it a like, for me, because I'm cute. Look how cute I am. And I have this plush microfiber thing. See how soft it is? It's so soft. Okay, so for the softness of my plush microfiber hoodie and its pocket, it does have a pocket. See, there we go. Hands going into the pocket. Okay, so yes, so for the pocket and for the plush hoodie, please go watch my my promo video. It is 1.5 minutes, and please give it a like. Thank you, and good night, all.